Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good short little break there. I hope you were able to get up, walk around a little bit, get some water, some snacks, all that fun stuff, because it is time to go to our Spyro Year of the Dragon 100 Eggs in category with Tornite. Tornite, take it away.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said 100? Wait a minute. I only have the 2 eggs. One of them's not even from the right Spyro game. What? So in order to be ocean compliant, I have to get 100 eggs? That what you're telling me? Wow. Well, thank goodness we have the game that actually gets us 100 eggs. Hello, everybody. My name is Tornite, and thank you so much, Prevent-A-Thon, for letting me showcase this game. It is one of my all-time favorite games. I have previously technically ran this game at Prevent-A-Thon 5, but the reignited version. So this time we're going a little old school with it. And joining me on commentary is Ad129, who so graciously volunteered to do this. I'm so excited. Ad, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good. Hi everyone, I'm back. Yeah, I'm excited to do this commentary. I have previously run 100 eggs on the original Spyro 3, and so I have a lot of experience in Spyro 3. And so I'm excited to see the run today.
All right. So we have a bid war, and we have a decision to make. Apparently, I guess that decision hopefully has been made. A lot of people really were debating left and right with the donations with choosing Spyro's skin color. So, if Gilded, do you have a winner for our bid war?
I do. The winner of our bid war is going to be Red at 137 Canadian dollars, which this bid war in total raised 389 Canadian dollars and 80 cents for Little Warriors. Wow. So thank you everyone for your generous contributions.
That's incredible. All right, we're gonna get started right away. By the way, Gilded, which icon do you want me to go with?
Ooh, let's do the little butterfly.
Butterfly. Oh yeah, Sparks. Okay, yeah. All right.
I like Sparks.
Yeah, Sparks is awesome. It honestly makes no impact at all, but it's always nice. But it's a nice little like aesthetic thing. Okay. Anyway, so run time will begin when I actually put in the cheat code to actually to change Spyro's color to red Spyro. Shout out to PS1 era cheat codes. It's just the absolute best. There's so many fun little cheat codes in the original Spyro 3. And like that go beyond just changing Spyro's skin. So we are going to, first of all, pause the game, go up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, R2, L1, L2, up, right, down, left, up, circle. All right, time's gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and there you go. There is Red Spyro. All right, the name of the game, collect 100 eggs. We've already collected the first one. All right.
We're doing great. We're on pace.
Yeah, we're absolutely on pace. It took us about 6 seconds to do it. I think like 600 seconds. That means that's what, 10 minutes? Yeah, actually no, we're not gonna beat this in 10 minutes. It is not as easy as that first egg made it out to be. Although you're gonna notice a lot of these eggs, they're not hidden particularly well. The name, so basically the story of this game is the sorceress kidnapped or stole all the eggs in the Dragon Realms, basically in the world of Spyro 1. And, oh wait, hold on, I forgot to grab this egg that we have up here. And basically, it's Spyro's mission to collect all the eggs that have been stolen. Now you may be wondering, like in the opening cutscene, you saw, I think, like a glimpse of like a bunch of different dragons. Why didn't any of the bigger, stronger dragons actually join Spyro on this rescue mission? I'm not even kidding. The plot is, the reason why is because Spyro is the only one who is small enough to fit into the holes that take you to like basically the other side of the world. And that's literally it. That's essentially the plot of Spyro 3.
Yeah, yeah. So this game is like it says 3. There are 2 previous games, and so to give you the summary on those, Spyro 1, you kind of get those portals to like spawn at the end of that game, and then Spyro 2, you learn that you're the only one who can do it, and then this is kind of the extension-ish, you could say, of Spyro 2, and so yeah, very much you're now trying to save the Dragon World instead of like whatever was happening in Spyro 2, which there was stuff going on in that game. I don't even know.
Yeah, so this game, for all intents and purposes, is you can kind of call it the dev intended any percent. Because that is the way to actually fight the sorcerer, the final boss, is to collect 100 eggs. There's 150 total. 149 of them, you can collect them throughout the game. The final one is locked behind the 117% bonus level, which obviously we're not going to get to. So we now only have to collect 100 eggs. But first we're going to get... there we go. Okay, so we're just going to go fly
Nicely done.
Behind the level. And access this side area. You're going to be seeing a lot of that throughout the run, where we are just simply going to be speeding and kind of sequence breaking a lot of levels in the run that we're accessing areas through incredibly unintended ways, and especially one of my favorite ways to do so after we get through this run. The way the routing and really progression in this game works is it's not just collecting X amount of eggs to progress to the next world. You have to collect what we commonly refer to as the end of level egg. There is a egg at the end of the level where once we collect them, that basically flags the game and tells it, hey, the level is technically beaten, even though we haven't collected all the eggs. And so the name of the game is trying to get to the end of level egg as quick as possible, while also collecting as many side area eggs as we can. And by the way, talking to this NPC, that's what the end of level egg is. One thing about this game, the way you'll notice a lot of these levels is they're kind of designed layout wise to be a bit of like a circle but like you cut like one point of the circle with like some sort of artificial roadblock the game puts out. So you notice a lot of levels end where they start. Like the end of level egg is basically right next to the egg, to the start point of these levels. So you're going to see a lot of instances where we're just going to get through the end of the level like really, really quickly.
Yeah. To kind of go more onto the end of level egg, you talk to an NPC at the end of that like circle thing that resolves the conflict so-and-so of the level, and that's why you get that egg, because then it tells you, oh, you got this egg, you're able to progress out of this level now. So that's kind of the reason why end of the level stuff is kind of important.
Yeah, and you cannot progress to the next hub world unless you collect the end of level egg of every single level in the entire hub world. There are
exactly
four levels where we're playing as Spyro. One where we are playing as an extra character, non-Spyro character, which is the main gimmick of Spyro 3, is the introduction of extra characters to kind of, change up the gameplay a little bit. Our first one, which we're actually going to do so access in just a second, is Sheila the Kangaroo, which is more focused on vertical platforming. Spyro is, I guess, not necessarily horizontal platforming, but there's a lot more emphasis on reaching extremely high places with Sheila the Kangaroo. However, we're gonna access the level extremely undev intended. First of all, we're going to collect our first this egg right here called Amy, and then afterwards, we are going to hopefully get this first try. I'm going to go behind the hub world level boundary, and I'm gonna use a term that may not make any sense. It will make sense once I actually hit it, called swim in air. And you might want to remember that phrase because you're going to be seeing it quite a bit of time, a few times throughout the run. Let's see if I can Get it? This one's the most stressful one in the run for me.
Yes, this one's very intense. You do this one.
Oh, there we go.
117%. First try. Let's go.
I'm so happy. I spent like 20 minutes before hopping on here just practicing this. And you'll notice we actually entered the level, even though we didn't actually go from to the portal in the way the level, the game intended you to do so. So locked levels in a hub world, the way the programmers kind of basically made it so that that we can't access levels early is what they did is they just essentially took the portal and they just like made the y-axis go down like several dozen units to make it under the level. So technically every locked level is accessible in some way, shape, or form before even unlocking it. Like I recommend, how did that hit me? What? I recommend looking at any percent run of Spyro 3. It is incredible. Just some of the level boundary shenanigans you can do in that game.
Yeah, exactly. With any percent, again, like it was mentioned, you need 100 eggs to beat the game as intended. And with any percent, I think correct me if I'm wrong, I think you collect like none of the eggs. You just beat the level. Actually, no, you collect the end of level eggs. So whatever levels there are, you would do that. And so it's very broken. It's very fun as well to just watch an any percent run, to just see Spyro go flying. Essentially, that's kind of the main gimmick of any percent. You just see Spyro fly.
Oh yeah, and fly, and like again, not the way the game intended you to fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that was honestly the most stressful part of this entire first hub world. I'm not gonna lie, and that went. Oh, excuse me. No notes, 10 out of 10. First try swim in air. All right, now we are trying to collect 300 gems, which is their currency. Now, there is one thing about this game. All of the characters, all the side characters are locked. You may have noticed for a little bit, Sheila was locked behind locked in a cage, and she was being held ransom by Moneybags, a character that was introduced in Spyro 2. He serves in this game as a lot of like progression locking, and you have to pay him gems to do so. Even from like mid-level in 100 Egg, at most you only need to collect 300 gems. We have basically, and at top level, you don't need to collect a single gem in the run. We have found ways to basically never have to pay money backs, whereas in like regular any percent, or like in a dev intended casual playthrough, you would have to pay like basically close to 3,000 gems at minimum just to be able to access enough to actually beat the game and collect 100 eggs. But here we only need 300, and that is for the next level. In case I don't hit a pretty tricky trick called a proxy. I don't know, Ad, if you want to kind of explain more or less what a proxy is.
Proxy? Yeah. So what proxies are is the way that I've described it. It's like a failsafe that the developers put it in Insomniac. And so essentially with that, if you position Spyro or any character you're playing as in a specific area, so like let's say enemy hitbox, and you kind of get pushed inside of it, the game will essentially just boost you in whatever direction it will seem best. And so that's why when I said earlier you see a lot of Spyro flying, that's kind of what I mean of like a proxy allows you to just reach heights that normally Spyro wouldn't be able to, and that's how you kind of break the game in the ways to complete it as fast as you can.
And I will be trying to go for like a decent amount of proxies in the run. Can't guarantee that it'll work. There is one, however, that I know will work, and it is some of the proxies can be really difficult to pull off. There is one much later towards the end of the run, where it is incredibly easy. It is, I would say, it's the easiest proxy in the game. That I'm very excited to show up. Basically, again, allows you to skip to the end of the level from the moment you load in, which is really, really funny. But yeah, now we're kind of going through this jerk called Blutos, and we're doing a little bit of like IRL, like actual active battleship, for lack of a better word. Nothing too like unbelievable to talk about. So, Gilded, if you want to talk about, if there's anything you want to talk or say, floor is yours.
Sure. We do have some incentive updates. We have 2 new incentives that are currently open. We have an update for BPM bullets per minute, which is a category upgrade to 100% clear hard mode. Now, this is both a difficulty upgrade and a completion upgrade, so y'all are going to be getting more game at a harder difficulty for the price of 1 incentive. And we only need $75 to hit that. So let's go ahead and get those donations in, and don't forget to set them towards that incentive. Or if you are so incentivized to do so, we have a Mega Man bid war to help us choose which Mega Man game we're going to be playing later tonight, either Mega Man 10 or Mega Man 9. So you've got both of those as options for y'all. Let's go ahead, ! Donate in the chat or preventathon.com/donate. And let's get those donations rolling for that. Thank you everyone for your absolutely amazing charitable donations so far.
Yeah, this has been an incredible. I think like we raised over $1,000 or roughly $1,000 just on day one, which is absolutely incredible. It really warms my heart seeing all the support being given out for Little Warriors and supporting Prevent-A-Thon by everyone tuning in, donating, being a part of these incentives and bit wars. Again, like over $300 just to figure out what color Spyro is going to be. That is that is so cool to see. All right, let's see if Boar Proxy. There's different proxies for out the game. The first one that we're about to do is Boar Proxy, which is essentially we proxy off a boar that we will see at the very start of the level. And believe it or not, this will actually be, even if we don't get it, it will still be the final level of Hub 1. We're basically like a quarter of the way done, almost a quarter of the way done with the run.
Yeah. This run goes fast.
It really does. Like you may think like 100 eggs is a lot, but it really does go by fast. Unfortunate. That was
close. Yeah.
I think that was a late input, which that's unfortunate. That's fine. Either way, there's still one other thing that I'm really excited to show off in this is a sequence break showing off a character that we are not meant to interact nowhere near at this point in the run. The thing about this game is that the game essentially from a casual playthrough forces you to have to do a lot of backtracking and revisits to explore level sections of the level where with characters that you have not unlocked yet. So basically it like hints you like, hey, there's more characters to unlock besides Sheila. Like this one, Sergeant Bird. But if we do some very nifty platforming, we can just already access Sergeant Bird, this minigame already. And everybody, say hi to Sergeant Bird. We're actually going to be seeing him properly next time in a little bit. So yeah, say hi to Sergeant Bird, and now say bye to Sergeant Bird, because we're already done. We just needed to collect that one egg, because
bye, Sergeant Bird.
It's an incredibly quick egg. It's so free. But yeah, we didn't hit board proxy, so thankfully we have the 300 gems to pay and afford these three, to be able to get these 2 thief eggs. This one's kind of like your traditional Spyro thief chase, where you have to chase him around, you flame him, and you just collect the egg. Basically, like if you play the OG Spyro 1, it's basically that, where And now this one is an interesting one where instead of just normal speed, you're going through a supercharge. But thankfully, it is surprisingly simple to do it. And I miss. And of course I miss. There we go. Okay, let's just pretend. Let's just pretend that was first try. Okay.
We got it first try. There's another way you can do it, but it's so much more precise. I honestly, in my 2 years of running the game, don't even know how it works half the time.
Yeah, it basically, it's like a triple, like, consecutive, like, instant input where you're like, charge, jump, flame. It's incredibly difficult. Even at a top level, it's not a guarantee that you actually pulled that off.
Yeah, there's a lot of strats in the run that, like, even like if you're like the best of the best at Spyro 3, you will mess up. Like Boar Proxy, for example. I commentated Spyro 3.5, which is essentially Kaizo Spyro 3, which requires tricks like that. The runner Wed spent like 5 times on Boar Proxy because it's required for that run. It's just that precise.
Let's see. All right, so this is our first boss, Buzz. Now, this is normally like a pretty tricky boss to deal with, but we're speedrunners. We make things both simultaneously difficult and incredibly simple. Yeah, all you gotta do is basically get the camera to not focus on Buzz at all, and Buzz just becomes like super nice and just stops his rolling animation, which turns essentially a like 90-second boss fight into like a 40-second fight.
Yeah, it's really quick. Nicely done.
Yeah, no, that was primo. That was real nice. By the way, oops, I forgot. I was accidentally tapping the start button. That's okay. That's fine. You're seeing a lot of dragon names around for every time we collect an egg. Why don't you shout out and the donations? What your favorite dragon name has been so far? Would love to see what people thoughts on like some of the names so far that we've seen. My favorite names are in Hub 2, and there's a massive fan favorite ones in Hub 3. The names do get sillier and sillier. Like Dave.
Hi, Dave.
All right. Now, did y'all like that first swim in air? Because we're gonna do it again. Thankfully, it's not as punishing time-wise if I miss it, but this is usually one where I can get first try. But I am taking this checkpoint just in case.
Very smart.
There we go. Okay.
Nicely done.
I was worried that I was doing the head bash motion a little early, but no, that was like, I was barely making it.
That was so close to getting in the water.
Yeah, no, that was all right. 2 for 2 on swim and air. I will happily take that. It is, and on the 2 most punishing swim and airs in the run as well.
Yes, those 2. For context, for Spyro 3, you are on a live system, and so that's why you see Spyro when you pause the game and all that. There are lives, and so you have to be kind of really aware of that. And so with the first 2 swim and airs we did, this in this hub and in the previous hub, you will die if you fail it, if you don't get swimming. And so it's really kind of dangerous if you fail the swim and air and you fall to your death in the void.
Yeah, no, and the problem is, it's like, well, like maybe it doesn't lose a ton of time if you fail them, but the problem is this is one run. Oh, what is happening? This is one run where lives do matter. I know, like in a lot of like platforming runs, like lives, like they're kind of just like at this point for a second. Can this hummingbird just get out of the way? Thank you. However, there is one. Actually, no. There are 2 tricks in Hub 3 that I will need a life to spare, because we will be taking an intentional death to be able to execute the trick. Now, we are good on lives. We have not. I don't think I've died even once, so I am good on that.
You're good. You haven't died yet.
We're good on that. So long as I have at minimum 2 lives, we are We're fine. Oh, that's a jerk. But yeah, Sergeant Bird is essentially, his whole deal is like aerial platforming and aerial combat. Nothing too sort of extravagant. I'm hoping I don't need to take out that Rhino. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. And the reignited version is actually the inverse. You actually have to take out the Rhino that is up in the air in order to properly beat the level. And just like that, we've already beaten the Sergeant Bird level. It's funny because we've only explored like at most half of that level. Like there's an entire level that we haven't even explored and will not get to do so.
There's so much in that level anyways. I run 117% as well. That level's not fun.
Oh no, it's one of my least favorite levels in 117.
Yeah. Which, yeah, 117 is quite the category. You might think 100 eggs is a lot, but as Toro mentioned, there's 150 eggs total. And then to even get to the final level, which has the final egg, you need to collect all the gems and eggs at that point. Which total there's 15. Nice.
Come on, there we go. Proxy. Oh my god, I've never hit that proxy before. I've never hit that proxy before. That was
So that's what
a
proxy
saying
looks like.
That's never happened before?
It usually it's something in the negative, but my god, I have never hit that before. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was another proxy. I forget what the name of this one is. Like, I guess Croc proxy. But yeah. I think it's... Yeah, that basically, we actually, that first egg, yeah, we beat the level. We've already beaten the level, but we actually have to backtrack and collect all the other eggs that we typically haven't collected yet. Oh my god. That was also a really bad decision to do that. Usually you do that with like, basically do a whole 180. That was like a really, I'm thinking of Zoe checkpoint just in case.
Smart.
To do this. We're not done with sequence breaking because we just go over here.
Avoid the Sheila.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. And now we're on.
Nicely done.
Now we're on to Sleepyhead, which funny enough is actually a weird little preview, a funky little preview of like the next boss that we have coming up. But yeah, nothing too spectacular. We just hit Sleepyhead with rockets. So actually now's a good time, Gilded, if you have anything to say. The floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I want to take this time to remind everyone what we are donating for. Little Warriors has gathered trusted information, guides, and supports to help families, survivors of all ages, and caregivers. These resources are organized by topic, so you can quickly find what you need. You can find these resources at littlewarriors.ca/information and resources, or by typing !resources in chat. Thank you all so much for your support so far, and let's keep the ball rolling.
That was beautifully timed, because we are actually done with Spooky Swamp.
Yeah. Nice. That was a really good level.
That was excellent.
That was amazing. But yeah. So yeah, for 170%, 150 eggs, and then also 15,000 gems. So all the gems in the game. That's a couple gems.
Yeah, 15,000 gems in like the regular playthrough. Once you unlock the super bonus round, there's an additional 5,000 that you have to collect.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's see. Now it's time to go for let's see go for
another proxy.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest ones in the entire run, but you know what? Oh no. Okay, that was decision's off. That's fine.
Yeah. There's that proxy. There's also another one here you can do, but it's really weird, honestly.
I will go for it because why not? Hello? Where's the other panda?
I was gonna say where'd the other one go?
Oh, there you go. Where were you? I'm sorry?
What?
This is a speed run. So we ain't got time to play peekaboo. Ah, okay. I couldn't get the squeeze there. That's fine.
Yeah, all good.
We already showed off the Croc proxy in this run, which is honestly totally fine. And we still have so many other tricks left to show off. I'm so excited for.
Yeah, that enemy right there, if you are if you go straight into it, he will definitely knock you off to your death. And so that's why Toro hesitated a bit before landing there, because that enemy definitely kills you.
Yeah, it is.
I've definitely had moments in my runs where he has killed me.
Yeah, it is one of the trolliest enemies in this entire run.
Yeah, nicely done, by the way, with that.
All right, now let's, hey, Fulminaire, so nice. We did it twice, and now we're going to do it thrice. Oh, that rocket
Nice.
nearly took me out. Wow.
That was so close. Also, invisible egg.
Yep. So this egg is unlocked after you beat this level by talking to this NPC. However, what happened is that the programmers had that loaded, and it's actually just a regular thief egg, which, believe me, it's one of the most punishing thief chases in the run if you don't get it. Also, if I wasn't careful, I could have soft locked right there if I was not careful with my movement, because that is a if you're not careful, you basically would be forced to have to exit the level and redo the entire level all over again.
Yeah. The soft lock is really bad. I got that once in a run and was like, oh, awesome. I also have had the what was it? I finished the level before getting the invisible egg, and so I had to do that chase. It was not fun.
Yeah, it is.
I can confirm that it's not fun.
Yeah, no, I've done the run back of shame being soft lock when I first discovered that. By the way, really quick warning. Everyone, viewers, including especially headphone users, you might want to turn down the volume till the end of this level, because there's a we're about to blow up a rocket, blow up a statue with 3 rockets, and for some reason the devs decided, let's mega base boost these rockets to like a ridiculously high level. So you might want to turn down right now.
Beware. I like to think that they just forgot to balance that, and then they didn't realize and didn't playtest this level. That's my theory with this.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone turned down their volume, you're free to do that. Trust me, that is the one and only time we have to do this. It's a really funny thing in Spyro speedrunning, where we joke to our viewers, hey, want to hear the funniest sound in the game? Turn your volume really up, which obviously you shouldn't do. And people who watch Spyro runs, they know that's the cue to actually turn your volume down. It's become such a meme to the point where like everybody just automatically turned their volume down, even at the joking, if the runner is like joking. But of course, a lot of people are checking this run out for the first time ever, which I'm so excited. Showing off Spyro speedruns is always been one of my favorite things about speedrunning. One of my also favorite things in Spyro 3 runs, see if we can hit this. Ooh, that was so close.
So close.
I'll give it one more effort. I'll give it one more try. Basically,
that is one of the hardest jumps in the game.
Yeah, I would say my success rate with that is like maybe 35-40%, but it's enough to where, you know what, I'll give it a go. Oh, hold.
Looks
Close. All right, fine.
So close.
Fine, Icy Peak. I will do the level normally. That's fine. I can.
That's what that means.
Yeah, I can afford to do. I could have afforded to do a couple of attempts because I didn't take a death up until this point, and there are actually extra lives throughout the levels. We should be exiting the level at like, oh boy, camera, please. We should be exiting the level with like 4 or 5 lives if I'm doing my math correctly.
That sounds right. Yeah. The game's also really generous with lives, and so that's why at least when you get to the level for Spyro speedrunning, you don't really kind of worry about your lives.
And oh, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, good main art skip.
Nice.
Yeah, that cannon had like just the tiniest of of what's the word? Not hit, the tiniest hitbox that Spyro could stand on, and it's just enough to be able to make a real precise jump to really? Boo. To try and skip the. It saves only a little bit of time, but it is a nice trick to handle. The reignited version is actually a little more forgiving with that trick. If you go back to the pad archives and go watch the Spyro reignited version of this run, you'll notice actually a lot of similarities between both games, even though it was a remake built from the ground up with an Unreal Engine 5. You'll notice like the skeleton of a lot of tricks have been okay, there we go. The skeleton of a lot of tricks have in a lot of skips are still there. They're just done in different ways. Oh, hello. The egg blocked. There we go. Yeah, I still don't know the answer as to why whenever you like move around the camera a little bit, the thief just respawns like that. I mean, I'll take it. Really weird.
It's just it's a weird thing that happens with the game, but we don't really question the weird things the game does because it helps us.
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah, it's good. We'll take the time save. Okay, thank goodness. I don't know why I thought like, oh, did I actually blow up this little ice sculpture, whatever it's called? That's fine. Okay. There are 4 lives. We should be good. So long as I don't take a death at the night. By the way, we are done with Hub 2. So now we are going to the next boss, Spike. Oh boy. I'm not joking when I tell you Spike may be the worst boss in the entire run. It is brutal. I'm not even joking when I say there's a chance I could actually take a death right here. There's a chance I could take a death.
I always fear when I get to Spike.
Oh yeah, so basically the name of the game is there's going to be a bunch of projectiles thrown throughout the field, and we just have to wow, I got so lucky he didn't break that.
Wow.
Oh, okay, that was he is incredibly aggressive as well.
Shots,
yeah,
those laser shots, if you just stop for a bit, will essentially just lock onto you and it's not forgiving.
So many runs in any percent, 117, 100, basically any boss that gets to this point, like so many runs have been lost because of this one particular boss. Do I have enough time? Yes, okay. So far, so good.
Nice. This is my least favorite phase of it.
Oh, it's incredibly stressful with how many times he shoots.
Yep. And sometimes you can't predict, like he just does that.
Oof. Okay, that was actually really nicely done. I'm actually pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, that was really good.
Okay, now we are going to go for one of my absolute favorite tricks in the entire run. I don't know how familiar you are, Ad, with Agent Spyro.
Yes, I love Agent Spyro.
So basically we are going to you've noticed that we've been sequence breaking and accessing side areas with characters we're not supposed to have access to up to this point. We're going to do that, but this one, the most intense.
This one in particular.
Yeah, it is. This trick involves, and I'm not even joking, unplugging my controller while holding X and square, as well as keeping it hold until the pause menu failsafe for when you unplug your controller appears. Then you replug your controller, and then you have to hold the square and X, and either to the left or hold your analog stick to the left or to the right. If you're not very precise with that, the trick fails.
Yep, it's a trick I failed many times. Just the execution is that precise where you have to do it in that specific order to even get it.
I love speedrun tech.
Oh, they absolutely, like, and it saves you like a bunch of time as well. Like,
Oh yeah.
if you are able to execute the trick, oh my goodness, you save a universe of time. I'm talking like you could save like basically over a minute, depending on what are your backup eggs. If you don't get the if you don't collect the 2 eggs we're about to collect after we're finished up here.
Yeah. I remember, at least for me, it saved at least like 2 minutes when I started implementing it. It's such a significant time save.
The alternative would be to have to also just be playing those levels as Agent 9, and they're excuse me, I've been dealing with this cough for the past couple of weeks. The alternative, like you can actually get through the agent play as Agent 9 and actually do it really quickly, but it involves it basically a certain level of button mashing that it's extremely difficult to pull off. All right, so now I'm going to do this, and I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I'll let you lock in for this.
Okay. There we go.
Nicely done. That's it.
All right, and then we take an
And now
intentional
you
death right here.
Flip through there. And now, everyone, after we talk to Handle here, enjoy Agent Spyro.
You basically get to do this, what's supposed to be like, basically a Doom clone, disguised as 2 eggs. We basically just run through this as if it was like a regular platforming level.
Yep. I love first-person Spyro, by the way. You don't see that unless you do this glitch, essentially. It's so cool.
Yeah, I am so glad. You know, the funny thing is, it wasn't until after this game got accepted into Prevent-A-Thon that I actually properly learned. Actually, no, I had known and done or learned the trick before Prevent-A-Thon accepted this run, but I never actually got a chance to properly implement it into runs until after I got accepted into this marathon. And one of my main goals was to be able to show this trick off, and I'm so happy. Basically, showed it off flawlessly.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
All right, what do we have next? Charmed Ridge. Oh boy. Charmed Ridge is our next level. It is the level of all time. It's one of the most stressful levels in the run. But before we get to the truly stressful parts, Gilded, you're free to talk for like the next like 30 seconds. Floor is yours.
Sure thing. Well, we appreciate every donation in support of Little Warriors, but we also appreciate spreading the word of this worthy cause. If you're on social media, you can also help out by sharing our social media posts and getting the word out about this event and Little Warriors. Type !socials in chat to get links to Prevent-A-Thon's social media. And thank you all for your ever continuing generosity.
Spyro.
I'm Ridge. Oh boy.
Some people call this Curse Ridge because of just how many things you have to do and how even the tiniest mistake can just compound into something monumental in terms of time lost. Okay.
Yep, that's the first part, doing a clip like that. That one was discovered.
Oh, what?
And yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that jump is not nice.
That is, wow, I haven't failed that one in the last couple of weeks. That's fine.
Thankfully, you can just go back to this area and retry that out of bounds. But again, it's a out of bounds that you kind of just have to guess.
There we go. Oh, he
There
was
you go.
gonna. Oh, he was trying.
Yeah.
That cat was really, he was trying. All right, that was the first. That is the first couple of things out of many in this run. The next hard thing is just collect Benjamin. No, just kidding. All right. Now comes the dreaded Jack and the Beanstalk eggs, which is funny. I mean, we call them Jack because it is supposed to be the NPC we're about to talk to is Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk. Despite the fact we actually don't, there are no beanstalks. It's just mushrooms and flowers. But They can be incredibly difficult with some of the skips and some of the jumps. Even just doing this normally is incredibly difficult.
I was gonna say, when I was learning this run, it was mostly like casual. I didn't know how to beat this. I had to learn the speedrun stuff to even know what I was doing for this.
There are some people who straight up don't even recommend doing these eggs if you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get the first. Ah, nice. Okay, got the first one.
Nice. Yep, that was really nice.
Yeah, that skip is not
Actually,
super
I've
mandatory,
never seen
but
that.
like it's a nice little time save.
Yeah. I've actually never seen that. I've just, probably just because I only run 117 a lot, how you can just go up there. And then I haven't seen that either. Mainly just because I have to collect the gems over here.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never properly learned this area.
Now, this is supposed to be the penultimate puzzle, but if I can do what I just did a second, nope. Darn. Okay. It's incredibly, this one's really, really difficult. And there we go. What?
Oh, so close.
Oh, that's fine. There we go.
There we go.
Still technically, I think that's still.
Yeah, I also have not seen that.
Yeah, still technically faster, I think, than just doing everything
That was-
like normally or like Dev intended.
Yeah, no, that is very much faster.
Yeah.
So, great job on that. Again, I have not seen most of that.
Yeah, no, this is a really, really difficult level. Thankfully, we're kind of, if I can just avoid getting hit. And by the way, a fun little trick, fun little tip, do not flame that cat wizard while you are midair because it will automatically drop Spyro to the instant death water. I've learned that the hard way.
Yep.
By the way, the fun little, the conflict of this level is that the fairies want to stop the cat wizard leader from marrying the princess. Because like, oh my god, the cat wizard is gonna kidnap her. No, actually, no. The princess and the cat wizard leader, like, they are very much in love. And the cutscene that I just skipped basically has them riding up into the sunset with a flying motorcycle. And honestly, I think we all deserve a bad boy cat wizard in our lives who's willing to sweep us off our feet with a motorcycle.
Everything except Catgirl, and I will be set for life. I forget. Do you do zombie Spyro in this level?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
All right. This is the other. Oops. My cough caused me to chart. That's fine. This is the other major swim in air of this. And I'm not even kidding. This is the most vital. With the way I routed things, this is the most vital swim in the air in the entire run. With a funky little trick we call zombie, because we are going to be exiting the level at the literal exact same frame as Spyro taking a death. It is incredibly precise.
It's as precise as it sounds. I failed it multiple times. But Toro's got it, I know.
All I gotta do is just get this, collect this one very easy egg.
Mm-hmm.
And bam,
And now,
bam. So free. It's so free.
I was gonna say that was it. Yeah.
It's so free. It's, for someone at my skill level, I am surprisingly really good at this trick. It is. There are a couple of ways to tell this. Usually, there is a visual kind of way to tell, even though it can be a little bit misleading. By the way, I'm going to take an intentional death here because I have to. It resets Spyro and no longer has him in the zombie state, which is very important because we would not be able to. We would almost soft lock the game if we access the next level in this state.
Yeah.
Basically,
It's essentially a soft lock that isn't called a soft lock. So you are, after you get that egg, you just die, just so that you're able to, progress. We still have a goal of getting 100 eggs and beating the game, but
All right, let's see if I can. Come on. It's portals. It's around here. There we go.
nice. That portal is so weird. For context, the portal for I think what's it called the raceway, which are a different set of levels you don't have to do in this category, is next to this level, which is Bentley. It's so close together that like you have the smallest amount of margin of error, or you have like there's a chance to do a lot of errors to enter the wrong level here. Did not word that correctly, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So there, so many people when learning this swim in air, usually don't route things to where they get rid of that portal, because once you, as I was mentioning, the y-axis for locked levels and their respective portals, it's just like you just turn down the y-axis slider. That's it. Which is why we've been able to access a lot of these levels just basically directly underneath it. However, when we unlock those levels, we are the portals repositioned in to their original correct state. However, that is not the case for side characters, only until you actually free them. And of course, we're freeing them, but we're not freeing them. They are still going to appear as if they are locked behind their cages once we exit the level. But for Honey Speedway, we got, I forgot how many eggs it was. I think it was 62 eggs. I need to collect, or 60. I think it's 60 eggs that we have to collect. Once we get 60, we eliminate the possibility of accidentally entering Honey Speedway with the swim in air that I just executed. And so it's just a matter of finding the portal to this level. But unlike the other two levels like Sheila and Sergeant Bird, this one is really tough to know where exactly it is. It is incredibly tricky.
Yeah, exactly. It's sad we skipped these cutscenes. These cutscenes are genuinely so funny.
They are. It's basically all these cutscenes. All they do is basically are telling the story of the budding romance between Hunter and Bianca. Bianca is the sorcerer's second, like, right-hand woman. Excuse me. And we are in Hunter is basically like, you don't have to be evil. You can join the good guys. Also, I like you. And you get the budding romance subplot in all this.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Well, we got Croc Proxy.
I do have
go
a
ahead.
pretty big donation here if we have a quick moment to read it out.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Awesome. We have 100 Canadian dollars from Spock Rocket with no comment. Thank you so much for that donation, Spock Rocket. With that, we have actually hit our BPM bullets per minute incentive, and we've got our first little bit going to our Mega Man bid war, going towards Mega Man 10. So thank you so much again, Spock Rocket, for that amazing, incredible donation. That
is unbelievable. I'm so happy we've gotten so many donations. $100. That is. Thank you so much for that donation. I'm very happy with all the support we've had so far in this Prevent-A-Thon. Okay, who's ready for boxing? And it pains me as someone who lives and breathes the sweet science. I don't like this. No one liked these eggs. I don't like it either. Basically, I have to just win this, and you have to deal with input delay, weird cooldown on your punches, the AI deciding I'm either gonna lay on the floor and give you a free egg, or I'm gonna be Muhammad Ali and just outbuy, and I'm getting the Muhammad Ali seed, apparently. Okay, no, you just wanted to show off a little bit. Okay, we're good.
One of the strats people do for this, and it's something I personally use, maybe because I'm a musician, not the point though. If you set a metronome to, or I think it's like 96 BPM or something, that is actually kind of like the sweet spot of a tempo to get your punches in, so then you can kind of get as many punches as you can and beat that as fast as you can. Some people also just do it to other songs, like I think Africa from Toto. Like people have weird
What?
ways to do this boxing thing.
I did not know that. Oh, that's amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
That is. I love Spyro speedrunning. I'm sorry. I love this so much. I love Spyro speedrunning.
It's so goofy.
There's. Man, if anyone is curious about learning Spyro, there's so many Spyro games, by the way. I mean, obviously, you got the classic PlayStation 1 trilogy. You have Enter the Dragonfly, which I know people will say, like, well, isn't that like the terrible one? It's actually kind of a neat speed game. You got the GBA games, you got the Legend of Spyro series, you got the Reignited trilogy, which, of course, I'm biased, but also the Reignited trilogy is really good as a speed game. There's so many cool games in this entire franchise. They all make up for great speed runs, in my opinion. And I'm so glad that we've now Prevent-A-Thon has had two Spyro, to my recollection, two Spyro games, very different Spyro games, shown off here. Oh, cool! Because we're ready for the RNG mess that is Scorch, and by Scorch I mean the real boss fight is Bentley throwing rockets. Where's the? Oh, cool! 2 green rockets. All right, how many?
Yeah.
3 green rockets. I love it. Ad, you want to explain the mess that is cool? I missed the mess that is the green-red rocket conundrum of this fight.
Yeah. So as you can see, Toro's getting green rockets, and now you got a red rocket.
Thank you.
And so essentially, with green rockets, you only get to shoot once, but with the red ones, you can shoot as fast as you can, but you can actually preserve them, and so it's very optimal to just get red ones. But with how random it is, you can't predict which one you get, and so sometimes you'll get like so many green rockets, and then by the time you would want a red rocket, it's just not useful anymore.
Oh, I'm only gonna. Okay, this is fine. Okay, we're good. Oh, this can be really stressful if you have like terrible RNG. That's because I have. There we go. Whew, that could have been disastrous.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Yeah, no, Scorch fight is really bad. It's actually even worse in Reignited, because in the Reignited version, this is how we do the big, like if you're going to go for a top time or you're going for world record, you have to hit this trick. It is practically frame perfect, and it's very RNG dependent. And if you don't hit it, you automatically cannot PB, because the backup or even attempting to do it again loses you like almost 90 seconds. So Reignite has that going for it, called Rocket Storage.
That's
Spyro, I know.
that's so fun.
But thankfully, the original is just beat Scorch as fast as possible.
Yeah. But we're finally here. This is the final hub of the run. We literally have 22 more eggs left. And so, honestly for me, I don't know about you, Toro, but I really love the midnight levels. They're just so well designed.
Midnight levels are really fun, I will say. I love Crystal. Crystal, even from the speedrunning perspective, there's a lot of really cool and unique things about basically every single level in this entire hub world. This one has us going for another swim in air that basically gives us access to 5 eggs almost instantly. Hopefully I can hit this one. This one's like the least punishing of the bunch. Whew, holding on to this cough has been like a true battle so far in this one, but like with life, I'm tackling everything. We just hitting everything first try.
Yeah, there's actually another version of the swim in air, where you saw those crystal gems spawn in that room we were just in. If you position yourself at the crystal in the right way, you're able to have the crystal push you onto the land as soon as you enter your swim. But it's very precise. It's very much you learn this if you are confident enough that you'll get it every single time.
Oh yeah. Ergo, not me. I much prefer going for the safer swim in air strategy in this level. Okay, let's see if I can. Beautiful.
You can have.
Oh, nice.
Thankfully, on versions that are not this one, depending on how you kind of frame that entry into the side level, collecting the egg at the same time, you actually can potentially. Oh, that was Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Year of the Dragon, muscle memory kicking in at the worst possible time. I meant to go left, not right. I knew it was going to happen one of these days. One of these times it was going to happen. Thankfully, it was an incredibly I barely felt that time loss. That's completely fine. But yeah, that is. People who watch my streams know that I run this version and reignite it, and believe me, there are a lot of differences, and the muscle memory sometimes kicks in at the worst possible time. If it had to kick in at any point in this run, I'm so glad it was at that point. That point was, I'm fine with that. That's totally good with me.
Yeah. I will say that room, it's just a pain in general. Again, for 117, you have to collect everything. You saw there were gems on there. Sparks isn't good at collecting gems in that area, and so ideally you get all the gems first try, but for me and a lot of runners, you just spend so much time in that room, like dying, collecting the gems that you have left, and it's just a pain sometimes.
Oh yeah, no, I actually did my very first 117 run last week, and that necessitated a second attempt at the slide and a revisit to the entire level because I didn't realize I still had missed a gem. Okay.
I'm very excited for this.
Yep.
The skip is really
This
fun.
is actually the easiest proxy of the bunch.
Yep,
there we go. It's literally you as the Scorpion is doing the attack animation, you literally just go hold up and right from the position that I held, and you just get flung in the air. We call that Scorpion proxy.
Yeah.
It is the easiest of the proxies, I would say, in this game, because a lot of proxies involve like jumping and inputting a charge jump like at the same time, like at a very weird moment. But for Scorpion proxy, there's no jumping involved. Did I make? Okay, there we go.
I was gonna say that makes it.
Yeah.
By the way, for the end of the level egg there that we saw with the Scorpion proxy at the beginning, there's an alternative method called helmet jump. I think that's what it's called.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Very, very precise. Like, that was the first trick I learned in this level and immediately hated it and didn't realize that the proxy was an option until like I finally got my first like really good time in 117.
Yeah, no, helmet jump is it's really funky because of the weird places Spyro has to go on the helmet to actually make that jump, and how ultra precise you have to be. Add reference 1.5 earlier. That is another that helmet jump is basically required if you want to like do as much as you can in that mod. Which, by the way, shout out to 3.5. Justin, it really is Kaizo Spyro 3, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, I played it, and it's really showed that I'm good at the game, and then also showed my weaknesses in the game.
All right, we are basically done. I have 2 lives. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. There isn't anything that is gonna require me to have to take an intentional death, but there are still a couple of really difficult parts of the run that I really want to try to avoid taking too many deaths, especially with the final boss, you know, being a bit of a pain. And speaking of pains, Haunted Tomb. It's Haunted Tomb is one of those levels where you just do one thing and you're already at the end of the level. That's not the hard part. The hard part comes literally everything after you beat the level.
There's so much after the level.
It is.
We'll get to it.
It is brutal. And now watch me actually just gonna make everything look easy and just completely like downplaying everything as apparently I've been able to do throughout this run. This one actually has been going pretty darn well.
Nah, this is solid.
Okay, that should be enough. Yeah.
I was gonna say that looks good. Yeah, nice. You use that kind of door that rises up to push yourself to the end of the level. Again, most of the levels in this game are just in circles, and so you're able to just use that to your advantage, like there. Oh boy, it's this one.
Thankfully, I'm only doing the first tank egg. I'm not doing the second one. No.
Yeah,
we got enough.
The second one is,
we got enough eggs to where we don't need tanks 2.
Tanks 2 is very difficult. Essentially, for this minigame, you are destroying these ships, and they shoot rockets or cannonballs at you as well. Keep in mind, you are very much like on health. Like you don't have much health. And so at least for 1, it's easy because there's 4 of them. But for tanks 2, there are 10, and they're all over the place. So they will sneak up on you and try to kill you.
Not only that, I think I could be wrong, but it feels like they're actually even more aggressive when we get to tanks 2 compared to 1.
If they are, that doesn't surprise me.
Hello?
Yeah, now you're just...
I missed the jump. I did not see where the skull was. That's fine. It doesn't lose me. It doesn't lose me that much time.
Gonna go for the Death Orb. It's really precise.
Oh,
yeah. It's that you can Death Orb here and skip this egg animation. It's really precise.
yeah, I do not feel confident at all in trying to go for it. Okay, final egg. Oh, there we go.
I guess not fun facts. That area with all the falling stuff, if you get the wrong set of items that fall, your game can actually just crash. And it's not fun, especially since you're kind of at the end of the run, essentially, and just having it crash. One of the things about running Spyro is you actually don't have for the most optimal speed run, you don't put a memory card in. You do not save at any point. And so when you're at that level where you don't save, crashing that far in is just heartbreaking, especially on like a PB pace run.
Yeah, I don't use a memory card either. However, for purposes of the marathon, I rather not chance it, and I am fine taking the tiny time. We're still extremely on pace for to be well underestimated. We only got 4 eggs left, so we are still super
exactly.
on pace. No issues whatsoever. This is essentially the final level of the run before we get to the sorcerer, and there's nothing really spectacular with the way I'm tackling it. So this is last chance for anything our wonderful host, and I do mean wonderful, has if there's anything Gilded wants needs to or wants to say, all yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, y'all, we are so close to hitting that Super Mario Odyssey co-op Taka 2% bonus game. We are 59 Canadian dollars away. So let's keep the momentum going. Let's get these donations in, because as we all know, these donations are going to an amazing organization, Little Warriors, which I'll give a little brief about. Little Warriors is a national charitable organization dedicated to changing the trajectory of child sexual abuse through education, advocacy, treatment, and prevention. And thank you all so much for all of the support, all of the amazing donations that have come through over the past day and a half that we've been going. So let's keep it going.
Awesome. We are now at number 99. Here comes number 100, which is, quite frankly, a little bit of a funky little tunnel mini game, which I'm very... Ooh, okay. All right, game, let's not make this. Wait, I think I'm still on hard mode, which means I think there might be. I think there is a difference between hard mode and easy mode in this game. That's something we actually have not touched upon. Spyro 3 has a really quirky little programming mechanic that is not shown to you at all. This game is the first in the franchise to have adaptive difficulty, which means depending on certain actions you do, certain eggs you collect, how many times you die, the game will subtly make the game will suddenly be harder or easier depending on how you do. For 100 egg, you kind of just assume that you're going to be on hard mode throughout the entire run because of how many eggs you collect and how, how good you are in collecting a lot of the eggs. But believe me, some bosses, especially Spike on easy mode, oh, it's so easy. Well, not compared to hard mode, I should say.
Yeah. It can happen occasionally, depending on the tricks you do in any percent and 117. But it's really rare for it to happen.
All right, we're in the final boss. So basically, the way it works is we basically deal damage with vehicles. Phase 1 is with cannons. Phase 2 with tanks. Phase 3, which we are actually hoping to not get, is UFO, and we're going to be doing basically the final trick of the run, which is called UFO skip. We're basically hoping to try and beat the sorceress with ooh, not bad. With the tank that you unlock in phase 2. But it has to require like very precise timing. Okay, that should be enough to activate. There we go. Okay. Looking at the health bar, I have 2 hits, so I can do this first one normally. Sorceress. Okay. And last one, I'm gonna wait until you are waiting. Hopefully that should. There we go. Yep, got the UFO skip. Beautiful. Now we can just basically beat the final boss with. Oh god.
Yeah, as long as we hit her. Sometimes, yeah. The aiming on these vehicles are just not good.
Oh no, unfortunate.
Oh, so close.
That's fine. We still have 2 hits left, so that's fine.
Almost saw it.
You all saw it, I hit it. It's just, I have the accuracy of a stormtrooper. Anyways, that's time. Sorry for the suddenness, but thankfully the UFO actually hit me, actually was really, really nice. But yeah, no, that is it. Thank you. Wow, really good run. Really, really good run.
I was gonna say you got a 108, like 50, yeah.
Yeah, it is really, really nice.
That's really good.
I am happy with that run. We hit more tricks than I want to say I was ready to show off. Net proxy at Spooky Swamp. Oh, I was not ready for that. I was like, I'll show it off. I wasn't even planning to, but back in my mind, it was like game time decision. Oh, you know what? Let's show it off. Really happy to have shown off the reignited version last year at Pat 5 and this version here at Pat 7. I'm not gonna go too in depth with self-promoting because I will be back tomorrow running Pokemon Omega Ruby tomorrow night, and I'm very, very excited for that. You do not want to miss that run. It's going to be a really nice, cozy 3+ hour run on Saturday night. But yeah, Ad, anything else you want to say?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me as a commentator. I haven't speedrun Spyro 3 in like a year, so I was very much happy to finally get back into the Spyro 3 mindset. So yeah, and like Toro said, I'll also be back tomorrow running Donkey Kong 64. I think same situation. I'm first and you're after me or something.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure on that.
I want to say yes.
It's kind of funny. But yeah, you've heard my shoutouts already, and I'll show myself out tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prevent-A-Thon. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the rest of the event.
I just saw him sneak off with.
Agent 9, isn't that a Rhinoc over in those bushes?
Rhinoc! Ooh, let me at him. You want a piece of me, Rhinoc boy?
All right. Thank you both for an amazing run and some amazing commentary. That was so much fun. I always have so much fun watching Spyro runs. It's not a game I ever got to play much as a kid, but as an adult, I absolutely cherish every moment that I get to watch it and see it get broken in all of the wildest ways.